How to start on Shopify. So in this video, I want to guide you step by step on how to exactly start on Shopify. So let's start. So one of the first things you will need to do before we even begin the video is you will need to have a Shopify account to start on Shopify. So if you don't have an account, no worries. You can actually click the link in the description below where you'll be able to start using Shopify for 3 days for free. And then you'll be able to continue using Shopify for the next 3 months for $1 for each of those 3 months. Alright, so once you create your account using the link in the description below, you should see something like what I'm seeing right now, which is your internal dashboard inside of Shopify. So here is where you'll be able to access your orders, your products, review customer data, right, markets, where you want to sell, and of course customize your online store and much more. So one of the first things you will need to do to start on Shopify, right, is to of course have products. So let's go ahead on the left and add a product to our store. So click on products, and now here you'll be able to either add a product or import products as well, or discover products yourself. For this video, we're going to focus on adding your own product. So you can either add product or import product. Let's go ahead and add our first product. And then from here, you can enter a title of the product. So here's the title, right? And for this one, I'm gonna just be starting a watch store for men, right? So let's do men's stainless steel watch, right? Next, I'm gonna just copy the title and write a description, right? Of course, I would have maybe written my own, right? But we could just use AI to help get started, right? And of course, you want to use AI as a tool to help you just get started, and then you could go ahead and improve the description later at a time. The next thing you're going to want to do, of course, is add your media, right? So we already have uploaded media, but if you don't, just go ahead and click upload new. So I'm going to go ahead and select my image. I'm going to go ahead and select this one, right? And then I think I have another one that I can add. So we're going to just go to products here, and we're going to go ahead and add this one. There we go. And we have 2. So there we go, we have 2 images, right? And by default, Shopify already knows by the image and the title and description, right, that we're in the category of watches. So let's go ahead and now add a price to our watch. I want this to feel like an elegant store, right? An elegant price of a watch is handmade. So I'm going to charge about, let's say, $5,000, right? And then you can also have options to add compare price. So what this will do is, let's say I put my compare price $10,000. So that'll be, it will show on Shopify on my store on sale, right? It will show $10,000 before, but now it's $5,000. But of course, I don't want to do that because I want it to feel like a luxury place where, I don't have many sales. And then we're going to have shop location, quantity, inventory, right? So let's go ahead and just add maybe 5 for now. All right, so next is shipping, right? So here you can include the package of your shipping, right? So here I would enter the correct shipping box, right? And the product weight, so that Shopify knows exactly how much to charge, right, for my shipping. For now, we're gonna skip this. Now, if you have, like, if you're selling t-shirts, right, then you might want to do variants, right, and include like a t-shirt size, like small, medium, large, extra large, right, colors of your t-shirt, right, that you're selling, and much more. And we're pretty much done here, and then from here you can customize the search engine listing of how you want the SEO to work as well. Alright, so once you're happy with everything that you've set up, you can go ahead and click save. And you've just added your very first product to your Shopify store. So one of the next things we will need to do, of course, is one of the fun parts, is customize our online store for our look and feel. So to do this, you want to head to online store, click on it, and then you should be arriving to this same page that shows online store, right? And then you'll be able to see right now by default, Shopify has the Horizon theme set up, right? You can either use this theme or you can use other themes, but you probably don't see this. So this is graph themes. So if you download an extra theme, right, here is where it will show up, right, under draft themes. This just means that you'll be able to customize your themes without having to affect the main theme, right? So anything under draft themes, you could go ahead and customize it because it will not affect the main theme that's active right now. Now, if you don't want to use the Horizon theme, right, you could go ahead and under Discover Themes, right, you could scroll down and then you could see that there's other few Shopify themes, and you could go ahead and click Visit Theme Store, right? And so here you'll be able to download and locate some new cool themes for your online store, right? So you can either go on paid versions or free versions. Helpful tip is that if you use paid versions and you have an issue with your theme, you could still reach out to Shopify support, but if they notice that it is a third-party theme, they will tell you to reach out to the developer of these themes to fix the issue if it is a theme issue, right? So if you are thinking of, before you download a theme, right, you can always preview a theme too, right? So let's go ahead and just, let's say, click this one. And so here we can see that the theme, you could go ahead and just click View Demo, and boom, you can just see how it will look and feel, your theme, right, by just checking out this preview. All right, so let's go ahead and all themes and click free. Let's go ahead and locate one that we can use for our store. We're gonna go ahead and just use we're actually gonna use the Horizon theme, but we're gonna use like a new one because I'm pretty sure I messed up the other one. And so now that it's been added, this theme should be going under our draft theme, right? Which means, again, you will be able to make changes without affecting the main theme. All right, so it's successfully added and we can see it right here, right? So let's go ahead and edit the theme. So to do that, you want to go ahead and click Edit Theme. All right, so this is the theme editor. This is where you'll be able to make changes to your theme all within here. Right now, it does look a little bit scary, but it's actually very, very simple to use. So if you notice where I'm moving my cursor around, right, there's a blue container that's highlighting certain sections, right? That just means that that's the area right now that you could go ahead and click to make a change. So let's go ahead and make like a simple change like to the announcement bar by clicking on it. And then you'll notice on the right, a panel will open that will show the title, announcement bar. So that tells us that we're editing right now the announcement bar, right? So here is where you'll be able to change the color, right? You'll be able to change the section width, right? Change the padding as well, or you could go ahead and remove the section, which I did right now. Again, we could do this as well with the header. Click on it, and then again on the right, it will show up that we're editing out the header. So we could go ahead and customize, let's say, the logo, right? So now we want it centered. We could change the position of the menu, right? We could either, and also change the style as well, right? Oops. Search icon, we could turn on the search icon, turn it off, sorry. And we're gonna change it, we're gonna keep it like that, right? We want the logo right here in the middle, right? And then always you wanna just, you could, if you wanna make more changes to it, you can by just going and scrolling here. A good practice is to save your changes every time, right? Sometimes Shopify does not save it automatically, and so, if any changes you did, if you made a lot of changes and then something happens, you have to start all over. Now, let's go ahead and change the logo of this. So we could go ahead and click on it, and we can see right here, right, edit logo and theme. So click on it, and this will open up the theme settings. So this is just a more powerful tool that will to customize the whole store instead of certain sections. So we're gonna go ahead and select, and we have already a logo right here. And here we could just customize the height of the logo, right? So, I would have maybe made it a little bit bigger, the logo, but it is what it is, right? Then we want to change the icon that shows on the browser. So instead of having like, let's say, a Shopify logo, right, we're gonna replace it with our own logo. So go ahead and click this one, and there we go. We're gonna click save. All right, so now we're gonna add a image to our hero section. So go ahead and just click, select the image. We're gonna select this one, right? And then we're just gonna just change the text by again just clicking on it and just say handmade watches, right? And let's say you want to change the layout of the button. So what I mean by that is you could change, right now say shop all, we're gonna just change it to buy now, right? And then right now it's linking to all our products, which means it will take us to a product page of all our products. My store is only selling a watch. If your store you're selling, let's say multiple t-shirts, pants, then you might want to leave it as is. But if you're selling one product, you could go ahead and just change the product to directly go to the product page, right? So this will just save your customers time from clicking. And again, just go ahead and click save. All right, so now we're gonna just remove this section. We don't like it, right? Feature collection, we're gonna remove it. So what I would do here is add sections. Maybe I would add testimonials, right? Being like, or maybe I'll add like if I was written up on like certain articles, right? Then I would include that here as well, right? We could do, this is banners. Let me see if we can find a banner here. We could do banners. Let's see if we could do something here. There we go. So icons with text is what we want, right? Maybe here I would customize this, right, to be like, and add, let's say, featured in certain articles, right? So let people know that, hey, I'm legit, and I've been doing this for a long time, right? And so, yeah, I'll keep it simple, the home page, right? Of course, I'll add more images and testimonials as well of our product right here. Maybe show videos and blog posts of the watch as well. So you probably noticed that right now, there's not a lot of pages, right? We only have 2 in our menu. We have home and contact. The only way a customer will get to buy this watch, right, is they click buy now. But let's say they want to just, maybe they feel like if they click this, they might be worried that it might add to cart automatically, right? And will not be taken to the product page, right? So let's go ahead and add the product page for this watch. So we're gonna go ahead and click save. We're gonna exit. All right. So to do this is very simple. So we're gonna go ahead and go to content. And then you're gonna click menus. And then you're gonna click main menu. Now you'll be in the main menu items. Here's where you'll be able to add an item to your main menu. So go ahead and click add menu item. We're gonna just write watch, include the product page here, which already created. Click save. Right, and then we can just move this, drag this around, and click save again. And there we go. We added our watch product. So now customers could click on the main menu, watch, to be taken to the product page as well. So let's say you want to add an about us page or frequently asked questions page. Very simple to do as well. I'm going to go back to online store. Click pages under online store. Once you're in pages, you should be seeing what I'm seeing, and you'll be able to add a page on the top right. Go ahead and click it. And you can just go ahead and start writing, adding a page to the title, including content as well. Right, so about us content. And then you could go ahead and click visibility to visible. And just make sure you click save. Having the page set to visible will allow you to add it to your main menu. Again, to add this page to our main menu, very simple. Go to content again, main menus, main menu, add menu item, about us, locate the page that we just created, called about us, save. Boom, simple as 1, 2, 3. All right, so now you've understand how to add a product, customize your online store, right? Add pages to your store, right? Let's go ahead and set some settings up like payments so that you can start accepting payouts from Shopify. To do this, you want to click settings on the bottom left. All right, so in settings right here, you'll be able to go ahead to payments. So in payments, here is where you'll be able to set up your Shopify payments. So here is where you'll be able to complete the setup and learn more as well, right? So you can complete your setup for Shopify payments. If it's not supported in your region, you'll have to use a different payment gateway that Shopify supports, right? So once you go through the setup, right, verifying your ID, adding your bank account, you'll be able to access and see where your money will be sent out to. And then you also have the option to set up additional payment providers, which will allow you to use, let's say, PayPal Express, right? So that customers who want to use PayPal, Shopify will know where to send those payouts to, which will be to your PayPal account. All right, so once you've set up your payments, right, the next thing you're going to want to do is set up your shipping and delivery, which is very simple. You go to general profile, and then you just want to make sure that you add your shipping rates to it. So let's say if somebody selects standard, right, they'll pay $20, right, which would be 3 to 5 business days, right? Or let's say you want to set up free shipping for orders on a certain minimum checkout, right? So like, free orders will happen if my customers buys $75 worth of products, right? And this will be free, right? Of course, right now it's showing $12. I'll have to go ahead and make those changes, right? And so you'll want to make sure you have this set up correctly. Next thing you're going to want to do, of course, is